Very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I was compelled to invoke Rule 72(2) of the Rules of Procedure for the Conduct of Business in the Lok Sabha because there is no rule which pertains to seeking a clarification with regard to the constitutionality of a proposed legislation. Mr. Speaker, sir, if you would take the Constitution of India, Article 246, Schedule 7, List 1, 2, and 3 into consideration, you would find that in List 1, there are 97 entries. In List 2, there are 47 entries. None of these entries pertain to the subject of disaster management. There are two entries in the state list, Entry 1 and Entry 6, which pertain to public order and which pertain to public health, which can be invoked by state governments in order to enact state disaster management legislations. It's quite possible that the government may have drawn power from Entry 23 and 29 of the concurrent list when they proposed this amendment legislation, or when even the original legislation was passed by this House in the December of 2005. My submission, Madam Chairperson, is that the government needs to amend the concurrent list and have a proper entry which covers the subject of disaster management in toto. And the reason why I say this is that when a disaster takes place, अगर कोई प्राकृतिक आपदा होती है, कुदरती हो या किसी मानवीय कारण से हो, तो उसके जो फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्डर्स हैं, वो फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्डर्स यूजुअली लोकल अथॉरिटीज होती है। तो इसलिए ये बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि प्राकृतिक आपदाएं, ये क्लाइमेट में बदलाव आ रहा है, एग्रीवेटेड नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स बहुत ज्यादा होने शुरू हो गए हैं, कि जो भी कानून इसके लिए बने उसकी जो लेजिस्लेटिव पावर है, उसकी लेजिस्लेटिव पावर ठीक तरह से डिफाइंड हो। क्योंकि जब डिराइव्ड लेजिस्लेटिव पावर होती है, आप किसी ऐसी एंट्री से लेजिस्लेटिव पावर लेने की कोशिश करते हैं, that legislation may not stand the test of constitutionality. That is my first point. Madam, I have two more points to make which are very important. The second reason why I am opposing this bill is this legislation, like many legislations introduced by this government, suffers from the malady of excessive delegation. That is, the rule-making power which has been given to the central government encroaches upon the domain of the state government squarely. And I have one last point, Madam Chairperson. This is an important constitutional point, because this House is a creature of the Constitution. And whatever laws that we make have to be in accordance with those constitutional provisions. And that is why I am making this point. The third point which I seek to make, Madam Chairperson, is that there is...
मैं आग्रह कर रही हूँ, बिल पर चर्चा होगी तब विस्तार से बात करेंगे।
मैडम, मैं बिल पे चर्चा कर ही नहीं रहा, मैं तो आपकी इसकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनैलिटी पे चर्चा कर रहा हूँ। लेजिस्लेटिव पावर कहां से डिराइव कर रही है सरकार इस संशोधित बिल को लाने के लिए, मैं उसके ऊपर चर्चा कर रहा हूं, मेरिट्स पर चर्चा नहीं कर रहा। मैं सिर्फ एक आखिरी बात आपको कहना चाहता हूं। There is a clause 23 in this bill which introduces section 41A. It says that every state government will have the powers to allow its municipal corporations to make disaster management plans, except the National Capital Territory of Delhi and Chandigarh. Why? This is a direct assault on federalism and goes against the basic principles of federalism. So therefore, I oppose this bill, and I would demand that the government gives a clarification as to where does it draw the constitutional provisions, powers to enact it.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.